to 3 o'clock. Time for us to bring you the zonal news. Stop this one. A very good afternoon to you and welcome to Radio Nigeria. South Zone is a 3. The headlines: Nigeria Correctional Service Custodian Centers aimed at making convicted persons better citizens. Beneficiaries commend federal government's C4 project. Indian court convicts 19 people for assaulting vulnerable girls. Today's commentary is on the need to continue as one Nigeria. The news, now the news in full. Delta State Controller of the Nigeria Correctional Service, Mr. Ovie Zobo, says the various innovations introduced in the service were aimed at making convicted persons in their custodian centers become better citizens on completion of their jail term. Mr. Zobo stated this at a media forum in Asaba. Correspondent Sam Eruse brings us the details. The federal government's amnesty program has bettered various skills on its state employment and expenditure for results C4 project. The 7-year-old project offers technical, vocational, agricultural trainings and support community development in various communities in River State and the other 3 C4 states. Some youths in the Niger Delta region who are beneficiaries of the State Employment and Expenditure for Results C4 project said the project has taken youths off crime. Correspondent Desire Lotson has more. The Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Godswill Akpabio, has inaugurated an erosion control project in Ibiaku and Nduetong Oku communities in Uruan and Uyo local government areas of Akwa Ibom State. The project, which was initiated due to a request to the Ecological Fund Office and the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Ita Inang, cost the federal government about 1.1 billion naira to execute. Correspondent Ekemi Newborn tells us more. You're listening to Radio Nigeria, South Zone News at 3. Here are stories in the bulletin so far. Nigeria Correctional Service Custodian Centers aimed at making convicted persons better citizens. Beneficiaries commend federal government's C4 project. Still ahead, Indian court convicts 19 people for assaulting vulnerable girls, plus business, entertainment, sports, and commentary. Do stay tuned. Parts are among the list of 20 basic food items in the Finance Act 2019, exempted from the new 7.5 value added tax, VAT, expected to take effect from February this year. President Muhammadu Buhari has signed the Finance Act to improve the revenue base of the country. The new law, which has generated a lot of controversy, according to the government, will promote fiscal equity and support small businesses. The president had said the finance bill will support the funding and implementation of the 2020 budget. Meanwhile, the National Pensions Commission has directed pension fund administrators to implement pension enhancement for retirees and programmed withdrawal under the Contributory Pension Scheme PENCOM's head of corporate communication, Mr. Peter Alaowa, in a statement said that the commission also informed the public to take note of the directive. According to Alaowa, the retirees referred to above are by this notice advised to contact their respective PFAs to confirm their eligibility and complete requisite documentation. The Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria and the Nigerian Copyright Commission are making plans to develop and implement a national anti-piracy strategy to address the sale of pirated books, films, music, and other copyright infringing materials in and around the nation's local and international airports. A joint statement by the two federal agencies explained that the managing director of FAN, Captain Rabiu Yadudu, and Director General of the NCC, Mr. John Assain, met recently at FAN headquarters in Lagos, where the decision was taken. Indian court convicts 19 people for sexually and physically assaulting vulnerable girls from a shelter home in the eastern state of Bihar as three men are stabbed to death in East London. Nkem Ugochukwu has more news from the foreign scene. Princess Shingle joins the list of celebrities that will be walking down the aisle in 2020 as Rihanna and her boyfriend break up. George Amadi has more on entertainment. This is next. The second edition of the Radio Nigeria Kids Football Challenge begins today in Port Harcourt as President of the Nigeria Wrestling Federation, Daniel Igali, showers praises on the Minister of Sports, Sunday Dare, over his role in the feat achieved by Nigerian wrestlers at the recently concluded World Ranking Series tournament in Rome, Italy. Let's join Hananiel Jackson for more. Today's commentary is on the need to continue as one Nigeria, as written by Victory Isoni of Radio Nigeria Treasury FM and read from our studio. Africans have been commentary on the need to continue as one Nigeria was written by Victory Isoni of Radio Nigeria Treasury FM and read by Oke Owubun. And now to end Radio Nigeria South Zone News S3, a recap of the major items. Nigeria Correctional Service Custodian Centers are aimed at making convicted persons better citizens. Beneficiaries have commended federal government's C4 project. Indian court has convicted 19 people for assaulting vulnerable girls. Be careful with inflammable materials this Harmattan season to avoid fire outbreak. For comments, suggestions, and eyewitness reports, email us at newsfrcnssz@gmail.com or you can call us on 0810 109 2407. On behalf of the news editor, Victory Isoni, and the production team, my name is Rachel Ona. Thank you very much for listening. Good afternoon.